Okay, we'll have a moment of silent meditation and pledge to the flag. Thank you. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very much. Okay, it is October 9th, 2019. It is 10 o'clock. All three county commissioners here, and we will now have consents and approvals from the Honorable Colleen Kuhn.
Good morning.
Good morning.
We have 44 exoneration listings for $94,229.40, 3 create statement listings for $1,542.46. We have minutes for July 3rd, 9th, 17th, 24th, 31st, August 7th, 14th, 21st, 28th, September 4th, 11th, 18th, 25th, and October 2nd. Vouchers, General County, $103,581.65. Coal Severance, $3,000. Magistrate Court, $259.20. 911 cash, $735.02. Chestnut Ridge Park, $575.93. Camp Muffley, $18,512.78. Mason-Dixon Park, $3,095.92. Assessor's valuation, $5,871.85. Purchasing card vouchers for General County, $49,186.21. Magistrate Court, $46.20. 911, $463.35. Camp Muffley, $463.32. Mason-Dixon Park, $1,857.10. Assessor's valuation, $664 for a voucher total of $188,312.53. We also have budget revisions, and I forgot to put those down. 1 second. We have budget revisions, state approval for the general fund, county clerk elections, jail reimbursable, and motor pool. And we also have in-house approval for the general fund emergency management. Okay, and then we have position vacancies for boards and authorities, the Board of Zoning Appeals, Planning Commission, Development Authority, Camp Muffley Advisory Board, Abandoned and Dilapidated Enforcement Agency, and then we have fiduciary orders for October 9th and the third quarter filing status for George Armstead.
Okay, do you have a motion to approve?
Move for approval.
Second.
Properly moved in second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Thank you very
I was
much.
feverishly writing down, did you do
Go
an
ahead.
in-house approval for the emergency management?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it was
Just
in
wanted to
there.
make sure you-
Yes, it was in there.
Okay.
I just forgot.
Okay, we'll have introduction of new employees. Mr. Jeff Welsh, come on down, and we have a third person in our IT department. Fantastic.
Good morning.
Good
Good morning.
I'd like your blessing to hire Travis Thomas as a full-time IT technician. His salary is $30,000 a year, and he started October 7th.
Move for approval?
Second.
Properly moved in second. All those in favor say aye.
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 Welcome.
Welcome, great.
Glad to have you.
We could use it. Thank you.
Thank you all very much.
Okay, look forward to working with you. Okay, do we have Jimmy Smith? Oh, no. Hap, why don't you come on down and explain who you are and explain who Alan Little will be? Thank you.
Thank you.
For those that don't know me, I'm Harold Sperringer, Deputy Director for Mecca 911 and Emergency Management. We like to, again, we're hiring a new part-time custodian, Alan Little. Some of you may remember Alan. He was a telecommunicator for 911 for many, many years. He's also a former Morgantown police officer. So he started, I believe, last Monday, and he is on a part-time basis.
Okay,
Move for approval?
Second.
properly moved in second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Do we have anyone else for new employees? Okay. Seeing none, we are at comments from the public. Is there anyone who would like to speak from the public? No one? I see no one. Okay. Barb, are you interested, or are you just here to?
Yeah, no, I'm interested. I didn't know if you wanted me to wait to the correspondence or.
She's under correspondence.
Oh, you're under correspondent. Yeah, well, why don't you come on up now, and we'll do it early since you're here.
Okay, sounds great. Well, I'm Barbara Watkins. I'm with Main Street Morgantown. And I'm here to I like to thank the county commission. We use the courthouse square a lot for our events, and we had another great event called Hops on the Mon. Actually, we had several this year, but we had we had our Fall Arts Walk, our last Arts Walk on September 27th, which was a huge event and it had brought a lot of people down. But then we had another huge event on the Saturday following that called Hops on the Mon. And that not only did it bring people down for the event itself, but we had a lot of businesses talked about how it brought people down and the economic development that did for all their businesses. And of course, without the courthouse square, we could not have these events, because it is just a great facility to use, to be able to hold events, to have bands, to set up for our art events, and we get a lot of compliments. And I'm probably mentioned this before, and I'm probably just repeating myself, but we do get a lot of compliments about how the square is set up now, and it's so much more useful, at least for us and for events, and so we really appreciate that. We always appreciate the fact that we get permission to be able to use it, and I have a little hops on the mall.
Oh, wow, great. Yeah, it's the perfect size
Yes. it
for
is
shot
perfect
glasses.
size. Yeah, actually, that's what I thought. But
Great. No, these are really nice.
They're very nice.
Thank
I
you.
have to tell you that they are glass, so you don't have to worry. We did not actually use the glass ones
Right.
for the event.
Yes.
They were plastic, so they would not have. And I actually was, at first I thought, oh, you sure you want to use plastic? Well, I heard several of them hit the ground. At that time, I was like, thank you that we had plastic. So, but again, I just really want to thank all the commissions and Colleen for her help, when it comes to getting things that I need for the courthouse or for the square. So thank you again. I appreciate all of your help, your support of Main Street Morgantown and the downtown businesses for all of our events. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for everything you do.
Yes. Okay. Since there's no one else for comments from the public, do we have any grants?
I do.
Okay.
Request for reimbursements. I have two for the senior center programs. The first one is in the amount of $3,186.66, and the second, because they're two different grants, the second one is for $3,000, and that was for their AC and heating. The next one is for the VOCA grant in the amount of $6,248.68. And the last one is for the JJDP, the DMC portion, in the amount of $3,176.78.
Move for approval?
Second.
Properly moved in second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay, great. Correspondence. Letter received from Robert Miller, Executive Director of the West Virginia Route 2 I-68 Authority, thanking the Commission for appointment of Dr. Bernardis to the Board of Directors. And that's just for explanation. Do you have any other correspondence?
Well, we did Barb's.
Right.
We also received a notice of public hearing on sale of Gilchrist Hall from WVU, their general counsel, advising that they are going to be,
Selling it to is WVU Hospitals? Or?
yeah,
Yes.
they're going to be having a hearing for it and then
Right.
to go forward with that.
They're doing that in accordance with statute. They're
Correct.
required to notify the county commission.
Okay. Do you have any other correspondence?
No, sir?
Okay, I have one, before the meeting, the individual couldn't stay, but he's asked about several concerns about some property and asked if Mr. Fitchett and the DEP could look into it out on Route 100, where there was a mine that years ago collapsed, and the building and the materials there, and number 8 Hollow, where there's a number of items that are just sitting there along the side of the road and needs to be looked at. So we will pass that on. I believe if, and Commissioner Oxen might say, I believe this has been in the process on some of the areas. So we have looked at some of it, but we will pass this on again and see what we can do to help rectify the situation. So I appreciate that. Do we have any unfinished business? Okay, moving on. This is great. New business. To consider for approval requisition number 24 for the University Town Center, EODD, Special District Excise Tax Revenue Refunding and Improvement Bond Series 2017 Administrative Expense Fund.
The request is in the amount of $4,758.75, and it's going to Munich for their services.
Move for approval?
Second.
Properly moved in second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, it passes. Any other new business? Seeing none. Any reports from elected officials? See, nothing, okay. Reports from county commissioners. Sean?
Since the last meeting, or I wanted to report on things that have been going on. Last Thursday, we had our monthly MAP Executive Committee meeting. On Friday, as you are aware, we had the Open Gov presentation that went very well. Tom, thanks for all you did in organizing that, but it
Yes.
had great participation, and it's no secret why the auditor chose to come here. It was a good question and answer where people were able to ask us questions, and I think that helped sell his project that he's trying to get the municipalities and the school boards and everybody to sign up to. In the evening, we had our Friday walkthrough with the Extension Building. This past weekend, I was at the at the Forest Festival in Elkins. On Monday, I had a meeting with a couple members of this Morgantown, kind of the formation of the Morgantown Homeless Task Force. I met with Ron Delaney and Colleen from the Christian Help and LJ Giuliani. So they asked they wanted to have a contact with someone from the county. And Tom, I believe that you had talked to LJ, and
Yes.
you guys kind of agreed that I'd probably be a good person for that contact. So I had a good meeting with them. And then after that, I had a meeting with the assessor. Tuesday, we had our Extension Building meeting. Today, regular business. Tomorrow is a busy day. I have a Red Team meeting, Development Authority meeting, and in the evening, I have Mason-Dixon Historical Park Advisory Committee meeting. Friday, we have BOAA hearings in most of the day, and Extension Building walkthrough in the afternoon. And Monday, we also, every year, the county makes available the health department staff to provide flu shots for county employees. And I hope a lot of our county employees took advantage of that and remind everybody to go out and get their flu shots. And Monday is a holiday, Columbus Day, so a lot of people don't realize that. Kind of sneaks up on you. But hope everybody has a happy Columbus Day holiday and a well-deserved 3-day weekend.
Thank you.
It was noted to me later that last Wednesday, all 3 commissioners attended the PACE Awards, and they were very pleased to see us in attendance. And plus, I've been going to this event for a number of years. It's always a pleasurable event, and it's timely. It ends on time. So, as Sean said, we did host the auditor, JB, McCluskey, last Friday morning, and had the walkthrough of our new extension and 4-H center. That evening, I decided rather than coming into the homecoming parade, I went to Arnottsville for their community center. They had a cabbage roll dinner. I find that somehow hamburgers and cabbage rolls that somebody else makes taste so much better when somebody else makes them other than me. So it was much appreciated and great conversation there with the citizens. I would like to thank the health department for what they did for us on Monday with our flu shots. Yesterday, again, our regular meeting of the 4-H and Extension Center. And soon, I believe, we'll be able to have the Extension offices occupied by our great group there.
I did represent commission last night. There was an art preview of what is going to be sold at the Ball of the Year. Now, that Ball of the Year is coming up in November, but this was just the Mills group last night, and it was well attended, and I had a great time. Tomorrow, I'll be attending a conservation awards ceremony out at Core, and I think that concludes the evenings for the meetings for this week.
Okay, let's go through. First of all, yes, I want to thank the other commissioners for showing up and also be participating in the Open Gov on Friday. I do have some information that you're not aware of, that 7 cities didn't show up because they said over the phone that they were willing to sign up immediately. So it is a very positive situation. We had every city represented from Monongalia County, and we had a number of them from the area counties, and very pleased with the turnout. And then we were able to go out and tour Lidos, and they were quite shocked that this type of development is happening in West Virginia, and they are now considering a district office, regional office. They're in California, they're in Chicago, they have a small one in New York City, and we were offering, say, for what they would pay to expand New York City, they could actually build the entire office here. So they are definitely looking into it. I will say that they asked me, and it was tough to take them tailgating on Saturday, and they were very appreciative. And I have to say thank you to Jamie Summerlin, who had a pig roast, and it was great. And the one question they did want was they wanted some real moonshine, and I was fortunate to find that for them. And they really enjoyed it, and they got home safely. And I'm real excited about the future of working with OpenGov. And again, I do want to also thank Sean, because I put him on the spot when they asked some specific questions, and I turned it over to Sean and allowed him to respond, and he did in a very professional manner, so I really appreciate that. Second, Saturday was the 50th year of the alumni band, and I was able to perform it on Friday night, not Saturday. And all I can say is I think the city of Morgantown keeps extending High Street because it gets longer every year. I'm having difficulty doing that, but that was fun. I do also want to thank Mike Ellis. He suggests I speak to a couple journalism classes, and I got to speak with them on Monday, and very interesting, the big question, we talked about 2 major issues. One was roads, and the other was pedestrian crossing, and very frustrated that the students still are not accepting the fact they should walk on crosswalks and not looking up. They just felt that all cars should stop no matter what. And it was a good discussion about how students cross the roads and not look up when they have a car coming at them. But it was a real please. And finally, I do want to say that again today, after reading the newspaper yesterday and the governor's comments, I sent another letter to Berg White asking him and his staff to come sit down with a meeting with us next month. I noted that I've been requesting that since July 31st. And the 3 questions I did ask was, I would like to see, please send a running record of what roads have been completed and what was done on each road. How do we know what needs to be done if we don't know what has been accomplished? And then also to sit down and talk about what are the future plans after this year on fixing our roads and cleaning our culverts. And I said we're looking forward to sitting down and meeting with them. And why I did this, because I had heard that he is already the governor, and they are going to Preston again on Thursday, so maybe they can come see us. So with that, I hope we can continually work on our roads. With that, do I have a motion?
Move to adjourn.
Second.
Properly moved and second. Thank you.